All yours.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the sunny South Africa on the East Coast where it's raining and wet. Good to be here. Just see my phone. Okay. Tonight we're going to learn a little bit about taking the next step. Let's start with a few pointers of what and how you need to take the next step. When you take a step up, you need to set an example for your team. The best way to help anybody is to prove that the business works. It doesn't help teaching people to do things and you haven't done them yourself. It doesn't help people. It doesn't help to tell people to do their own PPV and you haven't done it yourself. You lead by example. You must set an example for your team. Find out, when you know what your next step is, find out what you have to do to achieve this. Let's say your next step is Emerald Director. How are you going to get there? The roadmap is already set out. Charlie's already done a system called the 622 plan. So we need to follow the structural plan. We need to follow his plan. Put into action. So number 3 is put into action. Put into the action plan into action. Work with your downline. The main thing is to get your downlines to use the product. We need to produce distributors and equip them, teach them to use their own products, because once they've used their product, they're going to tell other people about it. I know so many people that have joined and they then go to the chemist and buy their own Amigas and their own this and their own that, and they go and buy dishwashing liquid, and they're not buying from their own shop. We've got to teach them, we've got to guide them, we've got to motivate them to buy and use from their own shop, use their own product. We've got to do self-talk. There's a huge power in self-talk. We've already discussed self-talks once before. So if you want to become an Emerald Director, you literally walk around all day, say, I am an Emerald Director, Emerald Director, Emerald Director, Emerald Director. You can put it on. Go Emerald. Write that on the door, write it on the mirror, keep saying it, convince your brain that you need to go to the next level. Set yourself a date. Set yourself a date. If you don't set a date, you might be doing Emerald Director in 10 years' time. So set yourself a date. It's very, very important to set that date. Take massive action. Be focused. Make this your priority to get to that next step. Once you are there, set the next step. Sapphire Director. What do you have to do to become a Sapphire Director? You've got to get another director or team. Put this onto your dream chart. We've also spoken about dream charts before. Put it onto your dream chart and update your dream chart regularly. Laverne was telling us that they went to a convention one day. There was something like 2 rubies. And Louis grabbed her by the hand and said, come quickly. And they ran up onto the stage. It was long before the convention started. They were in the hall by themselves. And he ran up onto the stage with Laverne. And he said to her, look at the audience. Half of this, at the moment, this whole audience is Charlie. Very, very soon, half of this audience is going to become our team. The other half is Charlie's, but this is ours. In other words, visualize where you're going. So I challenge you at the next ADT that you go live to, go to the front, visualize your team sitting in those chairs, not just one person. Visualize that the whole hall is your team. Or when you get to Bloemfontein, which will happen soon, visualize your team filling up at least a quarter of that room. Visualize, see it. Take your pin. What is your pin? Maybe your pin is director, maybe your pin is senior manager, maybe executive manager. Take your pin, pin it onto your downline that's not yet there. Take a photo of them. Send them a copy and put a copy of them onto your fridge. You must be able to see your downlines taking the next step. You can't go forward if your team does not go forward. So we mustn't be selfish. We must push our team. If we climb that ladder, we must say to our downlines, if you push me up, I will pull you up. We work together. Remember, the business is not a competition. We are not competing against each other. We are competing against ourselves. We must support each other. We must support our team. We must work with them. The only one that we are competing against is us. Apparently, I was quite shocked when I heard this, that some teams decide that they're not going to go to the next step because then they're going to help the upline qualify.
Stupid.
Imagine doing that. Stopping yourself from qualifying just because you don't want to see the guy at the top qualifying. Go past him. Sorry, brother. But go past him. Just do your own thing. Where am I? Look out for your downlines with them. Maybe they were scared of phoning people, and then you help them to phone people and encourage them. It might take 10 years, but encourage them to phone people, and soon they will get past that barrier. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're too shy to talk to people. Help them. Have demonstrations with them. Get them, do presentations with them. We've got Zoom now. Work with them and get them going. Try and assist them, find out that barrier, and then try and assist them just to overcome that barrier and to move up the scale. If you have a potential distributor, but maybe they don't have the money yet to sign up, again, like your downline, their potential downline, get together with them. Let them organize a coffee shop. Let them organize a presentation. Let them organize these things with their friends. You go and do it. You are you're a distributor, you're a manager, you've got a little bit of money. So you're going to buy the product and they're going to sell it to their friends. They're going to give you the cost and you're going to give the profit either to them or keep it to build up either as a distributor, or it's better still to let them join as a member. Because when you're a member, you still get a website, I think, and you still get the ability to be able to order your products at a discount. So get them going, even if it's just as a member. And as soon as they've made a little bit of money, then they can step up and go as a distributor. But the main thing is to get them to use their own products. Because once they've used their product and once they've experienced it, I always say to people, use it. You don't have to sell to anybody. Your mouth won't be shut. You will be talking to people because it is so good. Your Super 10, your G1, your 3NN, those things are so good. They work. You won't be able to keep quiet. You will be telling other people about it. If you are close to the DC, like some of you are very privileged to be right there in Durban, take that member, take that person to the DC. Let them see the big picture. Introduce them to the staff there. Let them see that people are family, they are friendly. Let them see the big picture. That will fire them up, which will make them more enthusiastic to get on with the business. Make sure that they know what to do with that first profit. They mustn't just go to the ice cream shop and go and buy ice cream. Make sure they know what to do with that profit and how to manage their money. We'll be discussing money management next time, I think, and help them to learn that this is a business, their own business, and they must save and reinvest into the business before they can start being the rich guy. We must take small steps at a time. Maybe when that potential distributor becomes a member, the incentive is buy them X amount of airtime and tell them, when you put in your first order, I will give you X amount of airtime. It's so small. What is 10 Rand? But it's an incentive to them. Give them a small little incentive. Maybe you'll give them 10 brochures or something, just a small incentive, just to encourage them to work for a goal. The most important part of this business is duplication. We must be able to duplicate ourselves. So let us say, and I don't think anybody on here is there, that you are just a distributor. Don't be just a distributor. Be a qualified distributor. What is a qualified distributor? You have to do a minimum of 100 PV every month. Then you must help 3, possibly 4, but let's just go to 3. Help 3 other people, your downline, to become qualified distributors. That gives you about 400 PV. So what are you then? You are then a manager. You're not just a manager, you're a qualified manager with 400 PV. Maybe 500 PV, qualified manager. So if we help 3 or 4 people come to the level that we are on, just your own level, and help 3 other people to get to that level where you are, it becomes easy for you to step up to your next level. Let's say you're a qualified manager. Help 3 people to become a qualified manager. What will you be then? Then you'll be an executive manager. How do you help these 3 or 4 people? So you get 4 people to do their 500, 500, 500, 500, 500 people by helping them to do demonstrations, to help them to get their customers, help them to do presentations, work with them, focus your whole life onto that one leg until it is where it's going to push you forward. We need those 6 legs. We need to focus on these downlines, identify the business builders and help them to qualify. And as Charlie says, don't focus on the next step. Focus on the structure. Remember the circle where you are? Put 3 legs, 3 circles, build one. Not just with 2 downlines, but those 2 each have 2 downlines. Get that 700 PV on the one leg. Make yourself safe. And then you start building the next one. So Charlie is very insistent on building the structure. The steps will follow. Build the structure, one person at a time, one leg at a time. And in that way, you will step up with no problem. Keep your pin level and get your 3 downlines also at their pin level with time. Well, that 40-minute talk became 20 minutes. Any questions, people? Have you got any input? It looks like I'm dragging. Maybe John or Sean or who else is here? Jenny, how did you guys get to where you are now?
Well, shall I start?
Yes, please, Jen.
It's a process. It's an achievement process. When you begin this business, you actually have to have that desire. You actually have to have that why. It's a dream. As you mentioned, Jenny, have your dream chart, revise your dream chart. Our ability to dream is to decide to dream, decide that you really, really want to do it. And then as you progress, you set your goals. As you said, when are you going to become a senior manager? When are you going to become an executive? When are you going to become a director? So learn to picture what you want. As Louis and Laverne, they stood on that stage, they pictured, they visualized. And then you also have to plan. Without planning, you're absolutely going nowhere. So planning is vital to achieve your destination. And the more you plan, little steps, plan daily, plan weekly, plan monthly, look ahead, where you're going to be next year this time. And you can plan as much as you like. You can stare at your dream chart. You can write it on your fridge and you can say, I'm an Emerald Director, I'm an Emerald Director. That's okay, but you actually have to take that action. And you've all been shown the way, Jenny. That was excellent, excellent presentation tonight. And then you have to believe. The first thing is you actually have to believe you can do it. Believe in yourself, lead by example, believe in your downlines, believe in this opportunity. Believing it is doing it, it's seeing it. And of course, believe in Neolife, believe in the product. And I'll stop right there.
Well done. Thanks, Jen. Yes, I agree. John, do you have something to say? Where's your partner tonight?
Jen, she's got a function, but she'll be back now. That was a brilliant talk, eh? If we can just follow what you've just said and what Jenny's just said as well, there's not much I can add. I think you've all got it in you to do that. Just take small steps, believe you can do it, and exactly like you said, there's not a single thing I can add. Well done.
It's the action that's important.
The action, yes. You can attend all these meetings, you can listen to all these things, you can go to Acres and Bloemfontein and conventions and Zooms and read all the books, but you actually have to put it into action. And I've decided that, yes, I'll read the books, and yes, I'll go to the Zooms, but they're not my focus. My focus is now action. And so far, since Acres, I phoned one person minimum every day.
Oh, well done.
Wow, fantastic.
And it's easy, and it's fun, and they don't bite me, and I'm alive, and I'm enthusiastic.
Well done. If I can just add something, don't be afraid to get a mentor. You know, everyone should have a mentor that you can trust and rely on, someone that you can confide in. Sean says it every single week when he does a presentation. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So don't be afraid to solicit extra help to help you. It's what you said. If you can help your downline take their steps, then you'll take yours automatically. But the focus is getting them to take their step.
Yeah,
So
I was talking about
don't
belief. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
Jen?
Go, Jen.
I spoke about belief. I said, believe in the system, believe in the product, but you, as John just said, let those people take the next step. You've got to believe in your downlines as well. Believe they can do it. And then if you believe in them, they will actually gain the confidence and believe in themselves. I think that's very important.
Teach them to believe in themselves as well.
Yes.
And you know, the more you talk on a Zoom like this, I remember when we first started, I was petrified of this little box here in front of me. But now it's part of the show. So we need to talk on the Zoom. And what we do on a Friday morning when I'm not working, then Debbie goes, each one that's on the row, and each one has to say a word, even if it's, sorry, I haven't read the book, but they have to say something. And now we're doing the cycle, so there is a host that delegates and everybody gets a job. There's no stupid questions, there's no stupid uneducated talks. Talk about it. You've all seen the product, even if you have to YouTube the product, but hopefully you have to use it. The other day I was doing a Zoom with somebody else, and it was quite scary. The basic things: shampoo, hand and body lotion, body love, and what is the other one? The shower gel. Nobody could tell anybody about it. I said, what's the basic things? What shower gel are you using? What shampoo are you using? Surely you're using your own product. Those are the basic things. We all have to wash every day. We all have to wash our hair just about every day. We all have to, well, I like putting hand and body lotion on. I like putting body love on. What are you using if you're not using our product? Why are you trying to make somebody else rich? Make yourself rich. Even if it's PV rich, make yourself rich. A shower gel is what, 6 PV. So it won't make you rich, but it's saving you money and it's adding the PV on. As I said to somebody, unfortunately they last so long that you don't buy them every month. But I've ordered a whole lot. Christmas is coming. Amazing Christmas presents. Buy from your own shop. Why do you want to buy from another shop to give presents to somebody? Buy from your own shop. But build your confidence. Start talking. I know somebody here that didn't even say good morning to himself in the mirror. He was too blooming petrified. And now he's an international speaker. Why? Because he kept talking. And that's what we do.
Should I get a few other people to start doing presentations too? Like my downline
No,
on a
spot
Tuesday.
on.
You're getting cheeky now, Sean.
You know,
I'm
I've
trying to
got
train
training
my
now.
downline. I'm trying to
I'm trained. I don't need that one. I need your training with that one. I'm not specialized in that. I'll talk this one. Yeah. Sunday's mine. Tuesday's yours. Wednesday's Auntie's. Friday's Mandy's.
What happens on a
We'll get them
Wednesday?
all on every week.
What's happening on Wednesday?
I don't know. Auntie will
It's a
tell you.
good question.
Are we doing a health seminar?
Yeah, Auntie.
Yes, you are.
Mandy will do one on Monday. Get talking, guys. Okay, that's me done. Sean, you can stop recording.